Let's try to estimate the length of circumference, okay? So here is a problem. Estimate circumference. Circumference of a circle is about 3 times its diameter, right? If you want to calculate, you can always use this formula. Circumference is equals to pi times d, or diameter times pi, where pi is 3.14. So slightly more than 3 times, as you can see, right? But for estimation, 3 times is good enough, okay? Let's complete this table below, and we need to round to tens, okay? So in this table, we are given some diameters, right? And in the first column, you need to write, if diameter is 1 kilometer, then what is going to be the circumference? If diameter is 5 centimeter, then what is going to be the circumference? And if the diameter is 12 millimeter, what is going to be the circumference, right? Once you estimate, then use your calculator to calculate the circumference, okay? Using the value of pi as 3.14. So when you multiply by 3.14, you will get something in 2 decimal places. You need to round to tens. This is important. So do some rounding also, right? Now once you round your answers, then see how close you are from estimate, right? And then you can conclude for yourself when you estimate, that is when you multiply by 3, if you increase by just one number, you go closer to the calculated value, correct? So that's kind of a thing. Better estimate is multiply by 3 and just increase by one number, right? So it'll become closer to the answer. Okay, so let's estimate for the time being. Let me do it for you. You do your own and then look into my solution, okay? Here is how my calculations work. So let me estimate first. Given the diameter, I just need to multiply diameter with pi. So I'm not doing 3.14. I'll just multiply by 3, right? It's easy. So 3 times 1 is 3. Important to write kilometers, the unit, right? Don't forget. 3 times 5 is 15. So I get 15 centimeter. And 3 times 12, 24, 36. 36 millimeter, right? So we got these estimates for the given diameter, okay? Let's do our calculation. Now in calculation, we'll multiply these by 3.14. So what we need to do is calculate. That means we are times with 3.14. So diameter times 3.14. So 1 times 3.14 will give us 3.14, right? So there's no point using calculator, right? 3.14 kilometer, right? Now let's do 5 times 3.14. 5 times 3.14 is equal to 15.7. 15.7, and the units are centimeter. Lastly, 12 millimeter. So let's do 12 times 3.14, and we get 37.68. 37.68, right? Millimeters, right? Okay. Now we need to round to tens, okay? So let's round the first one to tens. Since this is less than 5, I'll write this as 3.1. So this is 3.1 kilometer, right? And here, this one is already rounded to 1 decimal place. So it is 15.7 centimeters. Same thing, right? Here, if you round to 1 decimal place, since 8 is more than 5, it gets rounded to 7. So we get 37.7 millimeter, correct? So these are our calculated values. It's a good idea now to check how close are we from estimate to calculate. If the diameters are smaller numbers, we are very, very close. But if diameter is a bigger number, right, this is almost 12 times, in that case, we go off by, you see, 36, 37.7, slightly more, right? So my recommendation is, if you want to go closer, just increase this number a bit, okay? And then you become much, much closer. But this is good enough estimate, right? So 36 millimeter is a good enough estimate, very close to 37.7 millimeter, right? So that is how you can estimate circumference if diameter is given to you. Thank you.